Matt Lenihan, Boxing Social, in association with Empire Fights. I'd like to be joined by one of the best prospects in the country, Tommy Fletcher. Tommy, talk to me, how are you feeling? You're here at the Joyce Zhang press conference day. This floor is moving around, it's giving me some banging headache. How are you feeling anyway, first and foremost?
Yeah, no, I'm all good, thanks, mate. And yeah, it's good. It's good to be involved around like the fight week build-up. You know, just getting the mix out, doing a few interviews, like a few photos, and that. It's good. It's good, mate.
Is this all part of sort of your journey as a pro, sort of mixing in on these big cards, so you can get a feel for it for when you move up and obviously hopefully one day headline yourself?
Yeah, of course. I've got ambitions of headlining one day, but yeah, I've boxed on a few Joyce undercards so far. You know, I think I've done 2 of my fights have been on the Joyce undercard, so sitting this one out this time. But yeah, I've got a fight date locked in, not announced yet, but I'll be out very soon. But yeah, like you said, it's good to be in the mix of all these in fight week and just get a feel for it, you know.
Have you done any? Yeah, I think I heard you off camera saying you'd spar the likes of Itauma as on this card. How do you rate him as another one who's coming through now, who people are speaking very highly of and saying can go all the way to become world champion? What was that sparring like with?
Yeah, I think Moses Itauma, I think he's a very good prospect, and me and him have grown up since we've been young boys up to obviously now being professional with Frank Warren. So I've seen him come up from boy to man. Obviously he still wouldn't say he's not even a man yet really, but he's a very good prospect. And when I sparred him, I had some good rounds for him. Can't remember how many rounds I've done with him actually, but yeah, he come down the gym, he sparred all of us, me, Johnny, John Edges, and myself and that. So yeah, it was good sparring, very good sparring.
Talk to me about the main event. Come back to the main event this Saturday. Joyce, Big Bang Zhang. What do you think happens in that main event? A lot of people are saying rounds 1 to 6. This is going to be an epic fight. What do you think?
I think it's going to be. I think they're both got very similar styles. Obviously, Zhang's a southpaw, and I think maybe possibly Zhang might win the first opening round or first 2-3 rounds and that. Where some say Joe's a slow starter, but I mean, he might even. To be fair, Joe might even win every round convincingly. You know, he might even come out and people say he's a bit slow starting. He's slow starting may even be enough to still outbox Zhang, but I think he'll get stopped. You know, I think Zhang won't see the 10th round. I think it'll be before the 10th, definitely.
You mentioned they're moving around with Itauma. Have you had a move around with Joe? Just a little tickle?
Yeah, I did. To be fair, I've sparred him. I think it's one of his last spars for this camp. I sparred him. I've done four rounds, I think it was, with him, and gave a good account of myself. But you know what? He's fit, man. He's so fit, and he just. I remember I think it was like the first 2 rounds I was moving, I was trying not to get hit, and then I thought he might slow up a bit here, but no, he just cranks up the pace more and more as the round goes on, you know. So he's a very good fighter, Joe, and I think he'll win Saturday 100%.
Talk to me about your career so far, your early career. You're early in the developmental stages. You've been guided by Mark Tibbs. You've got a very good stable there. He's worked with a number of fighters over the years. How do you find that relationship blossoming, and do you feel like you're still learning, still soaking it all in kind of thing?
Yeah, definitely. I'm very on in my professional career. Obviously, I've only had 1 6-rounder so far. I've had 4 fights, 3 knockouts, boxing some great cards, but me and Mark have gelled really, really well, and I've been training with him for about 2 years now. I think I've been training with Mark, and me and Mark get on very well. It's a good stable in there. Me, John Edges, Johnny Fisher, Elbrook, Ebony Bridges, Joel Bartel. It's a big stable in there now. You know what I mean? We're all you got a different mixture. You know, Ebony Bridges world champion, and then you got the likes of me, John Edges only now starting to amp up things, if you know what I'm saying. So. Yeah, it's quality, man. I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
Let me get your opinion on. There's a rumour that there's a heavyweight tournament happening at the back end of this year in December. Anthony Joshua has announced that he's going to fight in December. Simon Jordan, I think it was the guy who sort of put a leak out saying strong sources are suggesting there'll be a tournament-based kind of style. You know, Wilder, Joshua, Fury-Usyk, depending on if them two fight someone else in the meantime, and then winners fight each other. If that's true, that's an incredible thing. Do you think that's possible?
Wait, say that again.
So a tournament format. So Joshua fights Wilder, and then the winner fights the winner of Fury-Usyk.
December.
They said December. I don't know whether they do it or talking. I don't know whether they're talking same weekend, do it on Saturday and then a Sunday, as in not the winners fight each other, but the first 2 sort of thing. Yeah. But could that happen? Could you see a scenario where all that can be agreed in terms of politics in boxing?
Listen, I can't see that happening at all, to tell you the truth. I do not think they will all fight in the same 4 days, and that no chance. Well, listen, if that happens, then I'll eat my words. But I think there's no chance that'll happen. I think I think Joshua will fight in December against a it should be a big fight if he ain't fighting until December. But I mean, I hardly doubt he'll even be a big name. But who knows, really? I don't know. But I can't see there being no tournament style thing. But if that's happening,
could you not see a tournament style format being agreed? Maybe if it wasn't all just in the same thing, could you see that happening at all, where they all just sit down and agree if the money's right, or is there too much sort of, I don't know, needle or disputes within the camps?
I would like to see them all fight each other, like you said, in a tournament style thing. But I mean, there's a lot of negotiation that probably goes into it. Like, to the casual fans sitting at home, they think you just get in the ring and fighting it. And that's like, as a casual, that's what I'd love to happen. But you know, fighters want to talk splits and then venues and dates, and there's so many things that go into it. And I think, like between them, I think maybe one fighter don't want to fight the other, and then like it's a lot that goes into it. But I can't really. I would love to see them all fight and there'd be one king of the division. You know what I mean? Like say Joyce smashed all of them, and then he's got all the belts now. But it'll be tough to get all them fights made. I think so.
You're currently operating at cruiserweight, correct? Have you got any aspirations? I know you're on the young, but do you look and think, you know what, I can achieve something special here? I can do what I want to do in cruiserweight and then potentially move up. Have you got them sort of aspirations to be mixing it in with the bigger boys once your career's developed and you've gone on a few years?
Yeah, of course, but like, I can't run before I can walk, if you know what I mean. So obviously I'm still only growing into a cruiserweight. I'm not even a fully grown cruiserweight yet. I could still fill out a lot more in this weight class, but see how my body develops over the next few years. You know, I could balloon up, or I could even stay this weight, but I'd love to fight at heavyweight, you know, in a few years and get the big money, you know what I mean? Like, big fights, big money, big venues, big crowds.
Well, if anyone's not seen you fight before, I would seriously suggest going on YouTube, watching some of these early knockouts, because they've been explosive. Tommy, look, we've always enjoyed watching you fight. We look forward to seeing you back out in an announcement soon. Appreciate you talking to Boxing Social.
Cheers, mate. Thank you so much. And just want to say thank you to all my sponsors, my team, S-Jam, Mark Tibbs, everyone. You know, without you all, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now.
Tommy, I appreciate your time.
Cheers, mate. Thank you so much.